here is an equalizing goal in a derby against Orlando Pirates back in 2006 that some people will never forget and will talk about as maybe his greatest achievement, more so than the coaching achievement of winning the NFD. Shaun, you're laughing, my man. Why?
Hey, that was a game. I came off the bench that game as well. And like you said, I think it was 94th minute. And
it was over.
Pirates fans were celebrating and singing. And when we got the corner, it changed the whole game. And this was in Durban. Also against Pirates, obviously.
Yeah, what's going on with that scoring against Pirates situation?
You know the story. When you play in a derby game and you score against Pirates, hey, Chiefs fans love you. And the same also for Pirates players. Once you score against your rival in a derby, hey, you become an instant legend.
So you did this for love?
Hey, why not? I love the game, so I love scoring. And for me, it was great. But I think that particular goal, 94th minute, and it was actually the last game played at the old FNB Stadium.
Which do you love more, the scoring or the coaching?
Scoring.
Coaching hasn't surpassed that feeling.
You know why? Because when you play, you only think and you only play and you concentrate only on yourself. Coaching, you've got 35, 40 people you have to take care of. You can't please everybody every day, all the time. So it's a very stressful job. So
the English use the word manager as opposed to coach. What you're saying now, it seems to be right, that you're more of a manager than just put cones down and say, let's do this, let's do that.
I think this season actually was probably a lot more like that, to be honest, because we had quite a young squad and we had to manage a lot of players. We did our work on the field, myself and Bega Pagati, the tactical work, but managing the players and obviously things, the baggages that comes with the players itself, you've got to manage those things and keep them motivated all throughout the season. I think that for us was probably the most pleasing thing about the season is we had to keep motivating, we had to self-discipline and the self-belief, and I think that was part of the reason why we were so successful.
Just to talk, before we talk about the success of the season, you call yourself Shaun Bartlett. Why didn't you use your first name? His first name is Thurston. Like, it sounds like one of those names that needed the third at the end, like Thurston Shaun Bartlett the first. Why not Thurston Bartlett?
Hey, this show is not long enough, seriously. I'll give you a short version of it. My mom gave my first name, which is Thurston. I grew up living by my gran, and she gave me the name Shaun. So she just kept calling me Shaun. But you know the story, when your first name is in your ID, your birth certificate, that's what they use at school.
That's your name?
That's what they use at school. So everybody that went to school with me knows me as Thurston. Everybody that played football with me knows me as Shaun.
I know you as the coach that has taken his club to an astonishing 2 losses only. Kaizer Chiefs lost more games than you last season, which is amazing. You went the whole second half of the season without being defeated. What was the secret?
You know, everybody says it's not how you start, it's how you finish. I understand the fact that you said we were unbeaten in the second round. But the start we had, the first 12 games, unbeaten, 8 clean sheets, that for me was a great foundation to build on. And I think from there, we grew as a team. We became more confident, we had self-belief, and I think that was vital also as far as the success.
But Shaun, what was different? I mean, you were in charge, I think, the last 10 games or so last season. That team got relegated. The same team, I'm assuming.
No.
How much of a change was there?
I think there was probably 7 players left of last season.
Left?
Left.
So you basically overhauled the team?
There was a brand new team, a lot of young players, and that for us obviously was very important as far as rebuilding is concerned and making sure we get players in that still have the hunger, still have the desire to go and succeed. And I think that for us was massive because we, on a daily basis, obviously had to keep them motivated, like I say. But the tactical work that we sort of did from the beginning of pre-season set things in place for us.
Tell me about the signing in January. Mabudi Kanyeza.
Yeah, I think Mabudi Kanyeza and even Fikizolo on loan from Supersport, those were massive signings in the sense where they had great impact.
Were these players you wanted?
Mabudi Kanyeza, Mato Madlala had a big influence as far as bringing him there. Obviously, we still need, as a coaching staff, we still need to fit him in as to how you want to play, how to get the best out of him. But more importantly for us was to use his experience on the field and to sort of be that leader, especially in difficult moments, which we actually had quite a lot. I know people are saying we're unbeaten in the second round, but we had to come from behind so many times to win games.
What was your biggest game of the NFD campaign?
Cosmos second round.
Now in Mudge. This game just the other day.
Remember, they were first. We were second. So when we beat them, we went top, and we stayed there for the rest of the season.
You beat them 3-1.
We beat them 3-1 at Chatsworth.
Why was it? Simply because of the log situation.
Log situation,
did that kill Cosmos?
I think it did, but also as far as the players were concerned, when we did that, our players' mentality just changed, the confidence just grew, the morale was different in the camp. Like I said, the self-belief just came back again, because we had 1 week where we possibly could have lost the league. We lost to Thunder at home 3-1, and we went to Cape Town and we got thumped 5-1. As a league-winning team, we got thumped 5-1. So that for us was important to turn that around. And by the time obviously Cosmos came, we needed to make sure we win that game.
Shaun, now there's this speculation. Shaun Bartlett. I even saw the other day that you're going to be Mushinetigal's assistant coach. What is going on with your future? Where do you stand?
I've not entertained, I've not spoken to any club, I've not looked at other jobs. I'm still under contract with Golden Arrows till the end of next month. And that's where it is at this moment in time. I've not had any contact with Matra Madlala about next season. Whether that's still going to happen or not remains to be seen.
The question then that instantly needs to be asked is, what's Shaun Bartlett's desire?
Well, I think I've started something good with our coaching staff and technical team. If given an opportunity, I would like to, obviously, everybody says, is it good enough for PSL? If I'm not, I think there will be ample time in order to make that decision. But I think what we've started is something, obviously, for us to maybe continue and build on that and see if it suits both parties, the club and myself.
Shaun, there was another highlight in your career that I want to quickly speak about. You scored a brace against Manchester United.
My home game, my home debut, yeah.
Ryan Giggs, Roy Keane, David Beckham.
Paul Scholes.
They were all in that team.
All there.
It was not a Mickey Mouse team.
No. You know what changed the game was they were leading 3-1 and they took off David Beckham and they took off Paul Scholes and they took off Roy Keane and they thought game over. But the best part about that game, after the game, Quinton Fortune came to me and he said, they asked him before the game, we don't know this boy, what is he like, what does he do? He said, do not give him space in the box, he's a great header of the ball. Both my goals were headers. He comes to me and says like, I told him.
I told him.
I told him and they still gave you the space. So for me, but also, you know, mixed emotions because I support Man United as a boy growing up in South Africa and then you play your first home game for Charlton. It was great though, good start.
In a nutshell, tell us about the pressure of coaching.
Yeah, I think it's important to plan properly. You've got to be more organized, and for me, that was very important. I think the education that I got from my coaching licenses gave me the knowledge in order to deal with the pressure from coaching. How to plan, how to use players, how to manage players, and how to get the best out of players. And I think in the very short spell I've had as a coach and the success, it's been great.
What was your relationship with Stewart Baxter?
It's been great. Over the last season, Mushin Ettegral and Stewart Baxter were two of the experienced coaches that gave me advice all the time. Obviously, I played under Stewart in Bafana. And when I sort of came into coaching, he was always there. I went last year to August to England to finish my A license. I spoke to him before I left because he was a tutor there. And he gave me loads of advice. I met him a couple of weeks before the end of the season. So on a regular basis, if we're in the same place, we'd have a coffee, talk about different things. And you can never discount the experience and the knowledge from the more elderly coaches.
Shaun Bartlett, thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you.
And great season. You took Golden Arrows back to the Premiership.
Thank you very much.